Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 66 of my journey through solo self-bound Trial of the Ancestors League. There's lots of stuff to do today. Last time I built a Divine Ire Aegis build, and now Divine Ire in the new patch notes is being changed quite a bit. So it'll be interesting to look around at that and see if there's anything potentially there. I know it's dropping from 20 stacks to 10 stacks, so that would be max ramp and blast about what you'd be looking at, but it would do more than the damage of the current 20 blast. However, it is also losing its ability to gain additional stages when hitting enemies. It's not going to do that anymore, and it's losing the less damage while channeling as well. So big changes for Divine Ire. I have also not gone through in-depth looking at the new Ascendancies that we can play around with. I want to do that, and then as well as finishing this character, getting the Bile of Faith, running a few Cortexes to get that. I want to upgrade this as much as possible, but I want to dig into the best ways to find Gemcutter's Prisms, because in the upcoming league, GCPs are going to be required pretty much if you want to level up the quality on your skill gems. You can't flip them over anymore. However, that is not the case with support gems, so it's only the main gems. If you want quality on them, you're going to have to quality it up, and because of that, I think it is a good time to look at where in the game is the best to get Gemcutter's Prisms. So I will go into that a bit later. Well, let's look through here. I think I might be able to see all of the Ascendancy classes here. Nice. It actually shows me all the stuff here. Cool. This is Warden of the Magi. This is the one that gets the tinctures put on your belt, which applies things to your weapons. So this is not a spell thing, I don't think. Increased effect per empty flask slot. That's interesting. Bark skin ability. So there's some kind of rotating, reduced duration and chance to avoid ailments. I guess it's damaging versus non-damaging. Reduced duration of damaging, chance to avoid non-damaging. It rotates as you lose bark from the bark skin ability. And it also converts like armor to evasion or something there. We have to play with it. Defenses from equipped body armor are doubled if it has no gems. Extra movement speed if no gems in boots, max life and gloves, 50 all res with helmet. Interesting. You have to have one equipped. Your hits against marked enemy cannot be blocked or suppressed. Rare and unique enemies within 120 meters have minimap icons. That's really cool. That will be fun to mess with for sure. What are these? Damaging hits always stun enemies that are on full life. Inflict 4 withered debuffs or 2 seconds on enemies that are on full life. Hits still frenzy charges. Killing blows, 12% chance to grant mods. Damage against enemies on low life. Interesting. Oh, this is also Calling Strike. Unmodifiable, so there's probably lots of rolls there. Warlock of the Mists. This is the one that can get special specters, corpses. I mean, that's only part of it with the Ravenous. Then there's the whole Sanguiomancy, basically blood magic. But it can turn Energy Shield into life with Crimson Power. That's insane. Spells you cast yourself gain added physical damage equal to 75% life cost. That's really crazy too. That could be huge. 3 different curses. Affliction permanently afflicts any of your damageable minions, causing them to take Fizz Dot at an accelerated rate, and that damage you regen is life, and then they explode. And it's Mark versus a single enemy. It's a mark, causing them to spawn phantasms when hit. The phantasms will be allies of the marked enemy, and they can deal damage, are immune to curses. So for like odd kill effects, Herald of Ice, maybe you can maybe build something around that. Grants level 20 pacify skill versus all targets in an area, having no effect at first, but causing them to deal no damage once 60% of the curse's duration has expired. Interesting. And then there's additional buffs for each of the curses in Foul Pact. I think the big thing here is for sure Crimson Power, but I feel like most builds won't be using either of those, as those are more niche. Most builds will probably probably be messing with the Primalist, which has charm sockets. There's a node for war cries to shake extra items from corpses. The rucksack, which has 20 inventory slots, which is just crazy. And then yeah, the charm sockets. Here's some charms. Melee hits fortify. Movement speed cannot be modified to below base value. Movement speed per frenzy charge. Chance to take less area damage from hits. First enemies have a chance to explode. Effects of consecrated ground linger. So it's pulling things from different ascendancies, it looks like. And you can kind of build your own from other ascendancies across the tree. They can only have 2 modifiers on them. So yeah, you just build ascendancies from other classes that you want on these, and then you play that on top of your normal ascendancy, and there's probably crazy stuff there. That's cool. What are these? Pragmatism, -2 level of socketed skill gems per socketed gem, plus 12 level of socketed skill gems. Interesting. The Trickster Smile reflects damage to melee attackers. Okay. Untouched Soul, buffs for empty sockets. Yep. Oh, we can see some of these transfigured gems here. I hope they don't give us a list of all of them. So, Frozen Legion of Rallying. I don't know what changed. There's the quality, which is the cooldown recovery rate. Does it gain an additional use or something? Let's look at the firestorms. There's 2 of them here. Pelting. 10 firestorms at a time. Way lower damage. Or 1 big firestorm ball. So they just have whole different descriptions. Volcanic Fissure erupts 3 additional times. Blade Storm gets additional max blade storms. The falling zombies we saw. Flame Dash of Return repeats once. Reverses direction when repeating, and then spell damage can apply to its damage over time. Interesting. Blight Contagion is really cool. Frost Bomb that doesn't apply exposure. Detonate Dead of Scavenging. Not target corpses that have been created by skills but has huge damage. Blade Trap of Great Swords. 2-handed swords can be used with it. It doesn't just instantly jump out at you like what's different about them. Double Strike of Impaling and reflect impale damage to surrounding enemies. Volley Fire says Barrage of Volley Fire, so maybe it gives it the sequential projectiles, or maybe no, this is the Barrage Gem. It's getting Volley Fire, so maybe it fires an additional 10 projectiles on the first and final attacks. That's what's being changed here. Interesting. Bleak Arrow of Bombarding Clones. Minions fire rain of arrows. Prismatic Clones. Use Elemental Hit. Animate Weapon of Ranged Arms. So it works on ranged weapons. And it's going to be every single skill gem has 1 if not 2 of these things it can turn into. It's going to be crazy. The quality stuff was already crazy. So much good stuff there. Then Divine Ire. Yeah, 240% more damage with hits per stage, whereas currently 110%, but only goes to 10 stages. More damage with ailments per stage as well. No longer has the less damage while channeling, cannot get the additional stages. It's beam width instead of AoE on quality. So I guess really they're basically doubling the effect of it. Like it just works at double the speed and then does more damage on top of that. It'd be really cool, yeah. It takes so long to charge up, even though I do have some kind of cast speed. Yeah, I have the Mage Blood with the extra cast speed here, so I have cast speed, and it takes a long time to charge that up to 20. So I think for another flask, I should throw in this Taste of Hate. Maybe quality it to be a little better. It'll give me a little bit of extra damage as well. Divine it. It's taking this cold, low on the Physis extra, make it more of a defensive flask. Sure. And let's go see if I can kill Cortex. And I need more Chaos Res. If I remember correctly, yeah. I need 9 Chaos Res somehow. Be it through crafting new gear, replacing something. Do not have a Watcher's Eye in. I could go hunting for Watcher's Eyes as well. I can blast some Elders. Currently sitting on 25. I have 14 that I could farm from the maps. Not factoring in Maven Invitations as well. I'm not even using Hatred in this. So this is really just 40% lightning damage with Wrath. I even have a Jewel Socket that I've taken. I don't think I took the one up here, no. I can get flat armor while affected by determination. Disconverted, no. Mana is ES while affected by clarity. That's pretty good. Lightning damage leeches ES. I don't think I need that either. I wonder if I have any beasts I can use to reroll on the Watcher's Eye. Yeah, reroll Watcher's Eye mod. Let me see if I can do that. I want to see if I can get something with this mana is ES Clarity. I think I have another one of these memories too. If I wanted to go hunting more of these beasts down. What do we get? Hold damage while affected by hatred. I could do it again. Yeah, do it again. It has mana recovery rate while affected by clarity now. So now it's a double clarity. Watcher's Eye. With grace, chance to blind. That's one I probably don't mess with. And that was the last one I had. No, this memory is big sacred groves, not the harvest beasts. No, I don't have any of those. Oh well. I want to know how much more energy shield this is going to give me. 3k. Definitely no mana issues anymore. Right then, can I kill Cortex? Do an easy one. 3 mods. Still going to be gems leveling, but enemies here can die. That's a good sign. I have a mark for something crazy like this. Curses me. I don't think that matters. Actually, I don't know if I even have a curse immune on these. I don't. So some rare enemies will be tough, but I guess as long as they're not doing chaos damage, I'm fine. Degens might be an issue. I think my single target against this boss is gonna not be good. But it really does. When charging up currently, it gains charges faster if there's enemies that it's hitting. It's not gonna do that anymore. It's all gonna be like a fixed rate regardless. So it's not gonna do different things. You can use it from safety, not on top of enemies. I think I'm gonna kick down my loot filter as well. I would like a new pair of Crusader gloves to craft. I don't think I have one. So I've got Fizz's lightning extra monster damage in here. So they're not even tankier. I just don't do damage. And even having extra damage, they have not been able to hurt me. I should probably clear it before doing the boss to get few more gym levels. I want my Orb of Storms cosmetic. Yeah, it matches a little bit better. I guess if you do rely on the hitting of enemies to gain charges and use that effectively, currently you can probably gain charges to max better than you will be able to in the upcoming patch, because it definitely stacks up really quick if it's hitting enemies. I guess a single rare enemy, this is about how fast it's going to charge up next time. It's going to gain at that rate to 10 no matter what. I think it'll be really cool though. You might be able to just walk up to a pack of enemies like this and just pop. Zap them once really easily, and like, or maybe just like 1 or 2 stacks, like do way more damage than you used to be able to, so you can get like quick zaps off with it. That will be something you can do with the new Divine Ire in less than a week at this point. Or maybe the current effects of gaining stages or the max stages might be one of the transfigured gems that it changes into. This should be interesting though. Who has a better chance of killing who here? I just gotta remember to like fire this on 20. Like, I am doing damage and I can just kind of stand in whatever, it seems. Fire on 20. Make sure I get the mark on whatever I'm fighting. Sure. Okay. Second guy. Get the mark off. I take the blast. Oh, yeah. Easily. Probably block. What about this slam? That still hurts. Okay, probably don't take that. I guess it's more important not to get hit by the slam. Everything else is probably okay. But yeah, it kind of drags. Yeah, the spell one doesn't really matter. Okay, though. Like, I can do it. It's not fast. And this boss could definitely have more life. No! There's a vulnerability aura in here. Oh, he finally died. So I wonder if the big blast from the Fractal Titan is going to cause me issues. I should get the mark off on him now, too. He's slowly dying. I'm just going to stand here. And that still killed me. Okay. I don't know if that's something blockable or not, but it's possible I got unlucky. Who knows? Hey, got that one. Final guy. I was gonna do it again. And again. 3 times in a row. And it lets me sit here and just hit him for a second. Yeah, he's like stuck in a loop. Oh, now he's doing something different. Yeah, I didn't get hit by it that time. Oh, big hit. No, I think he takes damage reduction while he's doing this. So it's really caused this fight to drag on. Because now he's not doing it. I actually like do big hits. I completed the challenge for having a bunch of pylons active. That means you took too long. Feared. And nebulous. Poison, steal damage faster, spell damage, attack speed. I guess if I want a Bottled Faith, I got to do it again. And I got to move myself there. Not like a Bottled Faith's gonna make things just like way better all of a sudden. So that's not all of the issues. I guess quality some stuff up. I'm gonna run out of my GCPs, but that's fine because I'm going to replenish them. A bit of extra crit chance, bit of extra crit multi, gain infusion faster, physical and lightning damage. What does an Eldritch Chaos Orb do here? Eater of Worlds is dominant. Reroll suffix. Eater of Worlds on these gloves is dominant, and reroll the suffixes with an Eldritch Chaos if the sockets are empty. What do I get? Dex and accuracy, that's bad. I want chaos res. No. Cold res, fire res. How many of these do I have? I have 9 left. Strength int is good. That's extra crit chance for me. Lightning res, int, open suffix. I feel like I like that. I could craft chaos res there and then exalt and try and get the armor ES back. Yeah, this is where I could do +1 gems as well. Get a fire and chaos res there. 15 because I know I need fire res still. And then yeah, I can just use an exalt on this. Give me something. Gave me mana. Try again. Some armor, yes. Not as big as the craft that I had. Lightning exposure is doing nothing here. And that is Eater. I could go back to trying to push this to +2 cold always. Let me try that before I try and craft another one. Chance to unnerve is so good. I need that cold res though. Alright, I can upgrade these in the vendor now, right? No? It doesn't look like that I can. So, I guess I just use these ones. I'd have to get it to go +4. I don't think that's happening. So if I get it, I settle for just the +1 cold. Or try it, see if it goes up. Okay, there's +1 cold. So it's currently at a lesser. It's gonna go up this time or it's gone. Okay, so now it's at greater. Try it again. It's at grand. It needs to go up 2 more. So come on. Went down, back up. Come on, perfect. Okay, now it is exceptional. It needs 1 more. So put another one of these on it and then send it up. There we go. +2 max cold res. That easy. GG. Easy game. Okay, what about the other one? Lightning exposure doesn't help me. Withered, bleed, damage per strength, increased effective marks. I'll take that. That's damage. I don't have anything on the helmet. And let's get something there that is more damage. Cast speed, that might be more damage. Max ES from gloves and boots. Hurricane surge effect. Chance to freeze shock. Is taken as cold. That's defensive layer. Is taken as lightning. Mana reservation efficiency of skills. That seems fine. So I'm at 90. I'm capped on chaos res. I'm a little under on block. Have I done an anoint yet? No. So probably the best thing to do is more attack block. That would be Testudo? 6% or endurance charge on block with 5%, 3% with defenses from shield, 4% with melee strike range. Spell block mana regen is a possibility as well. Testudo. That's the easiest one. Gear Sepia Black. So I'm block capped, attack block capped while casting now. Or short on spell block while channeling. Oh, there's 3 right here. So go next, Cortex. Try again for the flask. Made a few improvements there. This one has nothing crazy. Additional rare monsters. Quality currency. This could be a good place to look for GCPs. It's definitely a good spot for chisels. There's 1. Engineer's orbs as well. Second GCP. Up 4 GCPs. Probably about it for the map. Picked up 54 chisels so far. And they are still dropping. 59 GCPs. 33 engineer's orbs. 4 GCPs. So they are much rarer. So this is definitely not the best place to go looking for GCPs. Nothing can touch heist. Crazy. I can actually just stand on top of this thing. Keep blasting at it. Taking chunks of HP down. Heal to pull the void. Easy. Just dodge it. The bigger groups of rare enemies, like, I don't feel like I'm gonna die because I just keep blocking my way back up to full. The only thing that can really kill me is Degen, but it is harder to take out these rare enemies than the bosses because the boss, I can have the mark. The rare enemies, I can only have it on 1 at a time. And nothing this thing does can hurt me except for the big blast that is probably coming right about now, or I bypassed it somehow. Final one. Charge, blast, charge, blast, charge, blast, charge, blast. Pull the void, warp, move, and then charge, blast. Charge blast, charge blast, charge blast. And then move. And then we're stuck back in this loop, are we? Okay, pull the void again. Wait for it to warp me. Move. Okay, I was slow that time. It's more reliable with Frostblink, but that's fine. Alright, give me a flask. That's a flask. Right on. How are we rolled here? Really good on the crit. 8%. Good on the duration. I think I'll take that. I went through the new Ascendancies. I got my flask. I have a usable Watcher's Eye. It's doing me a little bit of good. More energy shield is definitely something that is good. Got the resist capped all the way up. Chaos res is fixed. Block is better. If I were to get a level, which I should be able to do if I wanted, I can fix that. I think the next thing to really dig into is GCPs. So the best way to get GCPs is by a simple vendor recipe that combines gems, and if the total quality on them reaches 40% or higher, you will get a Gemcutter's Prism for vendoring those gems. So something that I will be doing in SSF almost constantly is picking up quality gems. So then it becomes a loot filter question of what quality gems are you picking up. So I can control that by changing. I want to see quality gems of at least 5% or higher. I normally have it set to 10, but I'm going to drop it to 5 so we can see all the quality gems that drop. Quality gems that drop currently can't drop below 5% quality unless it is specified on a strong box that the items have 3% or 4% quality. Then everything that comes out of it will, and then you can get lower than 5% quality gems. And you can get gems from all over the place. There's a gem room in Incursion Temples. There are gem strong boxes. There are gem rewards in Heist, gem rewards in Delirium and Simulacrums, from Blights as well, Incursions, Legions, and Incubators. There are Tormented Spirits that drop gems. Heist is probably the best place to get them. Ritual will offer you gems. Tujin will offer gem rewards that are quality gems in here from time to time. Right here, there's a 20% quality Blood Rage. So, but this one, being that it is 20% quality, I'll buy that out of here. If the gem is 20% quality, it will vendor for a GCP as is. But there might be a higher value in a 20% quality skill gem now than there would be in the past. So maybe you wouldn't want to vendor a 20% quality gem because it has higher value, as you can't flip these gems anymore to make them 20% quality. So the GCPs are going to have higher value for sure. So let's re-roll Tujin here. There's a gem 13% quality. I think almost every time there will be a quality gem in here. Here's another one, 20% quality Double Strike. So this definitely isn't the best use of my Tujin currency to get quality gems out of here. And sometimes he will offer Gemcutter's Prisms, but this is an option. I can get some quality gems here. 16%, 13%, 20%, 16% Despair, 13% Wintertide Brand, 12% quality Lightning Trap. So they're all higher quality of the ones I've seen here. 11% Nightblade, 19% Convocation, and then there's 2 GCPs that are way cheaper than any of the gems that I just purchased. So buying gems here isn't the best value. Probably better to look for the GCPs, but there are a decently high quantity of quality gems showing up here. And then if I wanted to, I could just vendor all of these gems, see what it gives me. It's giving me 3 and 1 wisdom scrap, pull something out there. 3 GCPs, and I have a leftover 13% quality blade Cortex. I've mentioned Heist. Why is Heist the best? There's only one type of contract that gives gem rewards, and that is Counter Thaumaturgy. The higher level of these, only Niles can run. And I'll grab one of these, go in there. What I have on Niles is a chance to duplicate currency, because that can duplicate Gemcutter's Prisms that drop out of these chests, which is the biggest way to get GCPs. Most of the time, it'll just be quality gems, but there is a chance for the Gemcutter's Prisms to drop here. But then again, everything relating to gems and the drops and the rewards could be changing. We don't know everything here. I'm going to swap in a 15% currency Brooch just because I'm only running him. at the moment. Now, he might not have given me a gem chest. Let's see. Jewelry, currency, jewelry, jewelry, jewelry. All right, not this one. Peek into another one. Jewelry, jewelry, jewelry. Awesome. This one has jewelry, currency, jewelry, jewelry. This one has 3 different gem rooms. Okay, here we go. Finally, we got one. So this one chest is going to give me a lot of gems. There we go. I got a level 20 gem. I got a 20% quality shield crush, and then 5 other quality gems. And something that is notable about gems in Heist, they will always drop with 10% quality or higher. I believe that also goes if they drop out of the small chests. Gem chest number 2. Okay, bunch more gems. 23% corrupted hypothermia, 20% quality punishment, and then 4 other gems that are above 10 quality. Last gem chest. I got a level 20 ice golem, and then 6 other gems above 10% quality. So about a third of my stash is full of nothing but gems. I didn't get any of the currency drops there that are more rare for sure. So the good thing about 10% quality or higher gems is that no matter what, any 4 of them will always vendor for at least a GCP. And it is possible, with the right combination of them, that 3 of them will vendor for a GCP. There isn't as much working out how to get to 20%, mixing in all of these like 7%, 5%, 6% gems. It's much easier with the all 10 plus. So then out of there, I vendored the hypothermia and the shield crush. And then there's even more of them. I got 8 GCPs from that, and then 2 level 20 gems on top of those. Let me find a blueprint with a lot of them. Now, counter thaumaturgy can only be ran in 5 different heist wings: laboratory, prohibited library, tunnels, records office, and bunkers. So only these blueprints in those types of heists can give you gem rewards. So if I want one with gem rewards, this one has 5. 3, 5, 7. This one has 7. So let's go for this one and try and get a big chest to spawn. Actually, every single one of these that I've looked at, well, I guess I have it set aside for counter thaumaturgy. Counter thaumaturgy will be included in the blueprint if it has gems in it, because the reward is tied to that job. So let's reveal it up. Reveal all of the gem rooms. I'm going to need to dump this extra stuff that I'm carrying. Now there's 7 gem chests that get duplicated, so 14 gem chests in this blueprint. I'm going to come out of here with a lot of GCPs. And here's the first 2. Bunch of gems. Vulnerabilities 20%. More gems. 20%. 20%. 20%. 5 20% quality gems. 11 10 plus and more. 20% shield charge, level 20 ground slam, and another 11 10 plus quality gems. Replica items and experimented bases, which a lot of are getting a rework. This micro distillery belt can't use flask in 5th slot. There's a chance this might work with a tincture from one of the new ascendancy classes in the 5th slot. All of the heist blueprint rewards though are being normalized, I think. So I think you might get a choice of a replica and currency and trinkets all from any of them now, the rolled items and stuff, because there's not going to be any more of the gem blueprints. All alt quality gems are going away. And then I only remember 1 level 20 gem. It was a ground slam. So all these other gems, they're not anything I want. I can actually just vendor them all. And I got 2 wisdom fragments in there, remove 2 gems. There we go. There's 12 GCPs from 2 chests in a grand heist with gems. Or 2 rooms in a grand heist, I should say. Gemcutter's prism from a chest here. Small chest. These have a chance to be all kinds of things. If you do lots of heists, you know that quality rewards currency. Sometimes with a drop, GCPs there is rare, but possible. So you can get them from the small chests is the point there. Yeah, there's another quality one. Quality currency. A lot of them will be armor, weapons, jewelry, essences. You can get gems and div cards, but they're on the rarer side. Something else that you can do is on trinkets, there is a chance to receive additional gem items when opening reward chests in heist. This will make it so any chest you open, small chests, big chests, doesn't matter, there's a chance to give you an additional quality gem out of that. of at least 10%. Oh, and this is the wing with 4 gym rooms. So I'm leaving here with a full inventory of gyms. 20 quality brand recall. And I am in a level 83 blueprint right now. There's 8 GCP drop that can be duplicated from the brooches on the members. But I'm getting a lot of 20 quality gems. At lower level blueprints, you won't get as many 20 quality gems. You'll find a lot more corrupted 23 quality gems at the lower level ones, but you'll still get lots of gems. 2 more chests. There's a level 20 fire pin, 20 quality trap, level 20 flame golem, a bunch more. Another gem chest, 20 quality, 20 quality, 20 quality, level 21 venom gyre, level 20 zombie, 20 quality elemental hit, another gem room, level 20 pyroclast mine and dual strike, and then even more gems. Like I said, inventory full of gems. Can't even pick up the currency. So then, assuming I don't need any of those gems, and I'm keeping all the level 21s, of course, I keep 1 14% quality gem, 22 GCPs, 6 level 20 gems. So I think I've definitely shown, yeah, you get a lot from Heist. And this is just one blueprint that it had 7. The last 2 gem chests, only 120 quality and 120 quality from this one as well. I never got quality gems out of any of the small chests in this, so it is the thing that can happen. Just rare. Replica Alpha's Howl is really good. Might be something to look out for if you're planning anything with a Herald of Agony. Alright, so I looked at Heist. And then what about a Blighted map? I guess we don't know what kind of rewards I get until the end of this. It's like 1 batch of gym rewards here. See how it compares a little bit. First one dropped me, I never reloaded my filter. Dropped me 2 gyms, below 10%, 1 13% quality cyclone, and a 7% quality withering step, and a bunch of gems that are not qualityed at all. I have been told in the past on multiple occasions that blighted maps are the best chance of getting the exceptional gems. That's not going to be the case anymore. You'll be able to get those farming lab now. From the map itself, I got, looks like 6 gems that are not qualityed, dropped from the rewards. And while I'm thinking about it here, on the gym incubators, these take a lot of enemies to pop open, but the rewards from the incubators are very good. A lot more leveled gyms, especially from these higher level incubators. From lower level ones, you're more likely to get the 23% corrupted, 20% quality, but at level 81, 83, I might get a 21-20 gem out of this or something. We'll see what comes from these. That is gems from Legion pretty much. No gem rewards here in the second blighted map. So not a big enough sample size, but doesn't seem like the greatest go-to for gems. And these labyrinth rewards will be gone. We won't be getting Helm Enchant rewards here. Alright, what about Expedition Logbook? Area contains additional chest markers. That looks good. See if I can get gem rewards out of one of these. I see 1 gem marker just to the north of the start. Okay, here's the gem chest. Level 20 lightning trap, 14 quality urgent orders. That's it. Oh, I got a gem chest down below. Okay. That one gave me 3 quality gems, 12, 14, and 20. Definitely seem better than what Blight was giving me for gems, without a doubt. What about Dell? There's got to be some gem rewards around here somewhere. I really only see this one. Well, I will go there. I've arrived. There's 2 gem chests here. What do we got? 2 gems, 9 and 9. And the other one actually dropped nothing. It didn't even give me an unquality gem. Okay, well that's good. Oh, there's a gem node floating out in the wild. A monster level 80. Like there's not many of them down here, doesn't look like. Or at least, or maybe I got a bad roll on it. This is like the only 2. Okay, then what if you don't want to do side content stuff and you want gems just from mapping? There are div cards. Lots of div cards that can give gems. There's a couple div cards that can give Gemcutter's Prisms. The Union is farmed in cemetery maps. A stack of 7 can be turned in for 10, not vendored, but turned in for 10 GCPs. That's a good source of them. There is the Gemcutter div card. This div card is really common comes from Gemcutter's strong boxes. Most of the time from Gemcutter's strong boxes, you're not going to get quality gems. It'll just like spit out normal gems. But these div cards stack up quite a bit over time, and there could be a lot of Gemcutter's prisms from these, but it is one for each 3 cards. So it takes a while for these to stack up to any meaningful amount, but you can get them. There's also the Gemcutter's Promise div card. This gives a 20% quality gem. There should be another one here. Maybe I don't have any of them. There's a stack of 2 div cards that gives you a 20% quality blink arrow, I think. So similarly to these div cards, if you turn them in, will give you a 20 quality gem that you could just turn around and vendor for a Gemcutter's Prism. So there's 4 more from turning in those div cards. Those are really common as well, so they can stack up. 23 quality support gem, corrupted, 20% quality vol gem. Or if you search gem, it won't show up. The doppelganger. Every 2 cards of these that you pick up, if you don't need the 20% quality mirror arrow, each 2 cards turns into a GCP though. So these drop all over the place. You get the mirror arrow. You can turn it into a blink arrow with a vendor recipe, but then I can just vendor all these GCPs. With some unmakings, let me unblock Ritual, Expedition, block Breach. Metamorph's not going to be around. I'll unblock Delirium. Not going to worry about Blight. Those seem bad. Okay, so I can actually force all of these things in here. Expedition Scarab. I want Ambush Scarab. I can't force a Delirium. But see if I can get these things to give me gems. And if I'm going to throw strong boxes in, I should at least have Secret Operations, tamper proof. In ruthless mode, there is one of these that I don't think there's a div card strongbox. It turns it into a Gemcutter's, but Gemcutter's strongbox and ruthless is also really rare. But there are no boosts to Gemcutter's strongboxes on the Atlas passive tree. I can bring a I can force Delirium, a Mirror of Delirium, and I can bring rituals in with the blood-filled vessels, but one might spawn. Delirium has jewelry, normal strongbox, Gemcutter strongbox right here. Now I can't identify it, so I'll have to read what it says real quick. Contained gems have experience. Okay, that's fine. So I have a level 16 corrupted decoy totem, a level 1 corrupted momentum out of that rare strongbox. No remnants for gems here. There's an omniphobia though. Get currency on the 2nd tier rewards from the Delirium, so it might take me a second to find these rewards. Jewelers, skittering Delirium orbs. There is a gem one of those. Incubators, Arcanist strongbox. Probably has a better chance of giving me GCPs than the Gemcutters, honestly. Actually, I think you need Artisan strongbox for that, the quality currency one. So let me grab a blood-filled vessel so I can throw that in there. Look for everything at once. This strongbox has contained items have 15% quality on it. That on a Gemcutter strongbox is the best chance at quality gems, or else most of them will not be qualityed. I think chance for Gemcutter's Prism drops is on Exarch, not Eater, if I recall correctly. In the Ritual, this one does not have a quality gem. It's not going to be Helm Enchants in here anymore. So I'll refresh this, 2 GCPs, and then oftentimes you will find a middling quality gem in here. I often find myself taking these when there's nothing else I want to take in these. Like when you're just taking whatever currency, I sometimes will grab these quality gems out of there, dump them in a tab, they pile up, and then you vendor a bunch of gems for GCPs just by collecting them wherever you can. The Union div card, Cemetery maps, Ritual, there's a Mortal Hope in here, but a 10% quality Arcanist brand, 19% quality flammability. Like, really common in here. Find these. Next one, there's no gem though. Hey, and I had one drop. 8% quality. Most of the quality gems that will drop on the ground will be single digit, but it'll be like 5 to 9. Still haven't found it. I think there's something like this Runic monsters have a 35% chance to drop an additional talisman here. I think there's a quality gem one like that. I have not seen it yet. Another ritual, level 21 with 5% quality pulverize, 13 quality cremation, ancient orb. Next one, no gems. I think a ritual is only the go-to for farming ritual base types, and if you are ever in a pinch for augmentation orbs, is the best place to get them. Beyond that, like, it can give you things you're looking for, but never everything you're looking for. 13 quality righteous fire, reroll, no gems. I got a 5 passive channeling damage cluster jewel. Potentially good for my build. The incubators are getting close. They're 80%. I have yet to see another Gemcutter strongbox. 5 strongboxes per map. I guess with breaches, you can get gem rewards from breach stones. From normal breaches, you're not going to find anything, and it's a random roll on what rewards you get from the breach stones anyways. Nothing that can be relied upon. I've been pushing the delirium through these maps too to see if the higher tier rewards gives me jewelry or gems. Nothing I've gotten there either. I died to caustic ground from the strongbox. Rip. Another of the union div card. Definitely seems like a more plausible strategy for GCPs than it is trying to farm these strongboxes. I'm not getting hardly anything from that. Like, over a lot of maps, the strongboxes, yeah, it pile up. Like, I'm not getting anything reliable from the incursions either. Like, this one has fractured items. That could have been talismans, could have been gems. Like, you might hit one every now and then. You can target it if you can get the logbooks. I mean, rituals will feed you gems. I got 2 more maps rolled. I'll keep going for these 2. See if I can get more things to show up. Though I think it is pretty, like, overwhelmingly clear that if you want GCPs, like, the best way to get them is heist. And that's counter thaumaturgy contracts. If you want to boost those, you can do so over here with higher education to make your heist contracts more likely to choose counter thaumaturgy, because yeah, you can really target them with the blueprint like I did, but for general contracts you need them to be counter thaumaturgy or you just won't get them at all. So while it is good in heist, it's good in a specific heist. Now that I'm at 90% reservation, the righteous fire is much easier to keep going. Like, I can actually regen my energy shield now. It comes back way quicker if something hits me, but that extra damage boost is nice. Definitely makes it easier to clear through these maps. And something I'm noticing more playing with this a bit, when I'm swarmed by enemies, I can charge my beam up super fast. Winged Breach Scarab, Mortal Rage there. But it's like super ramps to 20 and I get a max charge off quicker than I believe we're going to be able to get damage off with the Divine Ire after the patch in Affliction League. Because it's going to be on a fixed time. I hold the button down this long and then release. No more of this, oh, it's super ramp 20, boom, and if there's nothing close to me taking damage, it won't do that, but it could get that back through transfiguration. Who knows? Incursion, rare weapon, rare weapon, rare weapon, rare jewelry. That's it. Forbidden Tome, level 21 lightning conduit, just came from the incubator, unqualitied, but that's a Legion incubator for you. Like, they take a lot of enemies to pop open, but it does say like a high level corrupted gem or valuable gem. So this definitely isn't your GCP farm either with the incubators, but they are strong. Yeah, I have a haunted ritual in this map. I might be able to pinpoint a tormented embezzler. See if I can pull that off. The other one is a 23% quality storm rain from the incubator. So that one's not as useful. I see at most 23% corrupted level 1 gems as GCPs. I just vendor those. Let's see. Thug, Cannibal, Charlatan, False Cultist. I don't think I got one. I opened this strongbox 3 times. 3rd time it did not spit out 6 sockets. The Tormented Smuggler, that's a unique. Thief, Blasphemer. Maybe it's Blasphemer. Blasphemer's the one that curses. I need a rare enemy for them. I don't think I left them with a rare enemy. I did get a quality gem dropped from there, though. Artisan Strongbox. This could be some GCPs. Most likely not. Almost never. Yeah. Rare item, currency, rare weapon, corrupted items, additional essence, currency. I haven't seen stacked decks show up. That's one of them. That's really your only hope for gems. Where else can you get gems? In lab, you can get them from the silver chests, the labyrinth troves, and the chests at the end. It might be like a 1 in 4 chance out of the silver key and labyrinth troves for gems, actually. Those are usually lower quality gems, though. A thug, mutilator, storm cultist, alchemist script, no. Then in here, no gem reward. The next one, also no gem reward. And then for dumping these gems, I normally have my gem dump set to a separate tab because I'll be collecting not only like these level 21 gems, right, that I'll want to store in this tab, but all these lower quality gems that I prepared to just vendor. I don't want to dump them in the gem stash tab because they'll get lost in here. If I sort by quality, all of these gems down here have 0 quality. These ones have 1 to 5. Oh, but that's a level 20 seismic trap, level 20 ice nova, a level 20 blast rain. Yeah, they have low quality, but they're high level gems. So there's no good way to sort out low level and low quality gems in this tab. So if you set them all aside and then you know I just need to find the level 20 gems that I want to store, and you can pull them out of here. The Venom Gyre that I found, level 20 Raised Zombie, all this stuff. I can pull all these out and then know like the rest of these, I just vendor them all in bulk to make GCPs once the tab gets full. So I use this gem stash more as like, hey, these are gems I should hold on to, I might use later. And then there's just a basic dump for all of the gems to vendor. And these are all the gems I've been grabbing throughout these last few maps that have just dropped or I pulled from rituals or whatnot, and even then vendor them all for GCPs. But like I was mentioning earlier, it's a lot harder to like fill them into GCPs unless you're getting 10 quant and over. So there's a bunch of gems in here that have a lower quant, like the 7. Like how that gem fits into stacking up to 40 in a combination isn't as useful as something like a 14 or a 16. So here's the 9, pulled that out of there, and there's still 2 gems not adding to it. Pull out a 7 and an 8. Yeah, so the lower quality gems aren't as useful, but to get at all the GCPs you can pick those up. I normally will only look for the 10 or above to not have these situations where I have a bunch of these low quality gems that even if I vendor all 4 of them, I don't get a GCP. Ooh, here we go. Gems. Here's one. Here's a delirious map with gems. There is one more thing we can actually look at. We can actually see the delirium, how it wants to spit these out at a low tier map as well. And I'll bring in the expedition and the ambush. We'll get one more look. Also happens to be a cemetery map as well. Oh, runic monsters have a chance to drop an additional gem. It finally showed up. Look at that. Things are happening. And I am not seeing gems that drop without quality. Like if they drop, oh well, I'm not seeing them. But we got a 14 quality faster casting from the delirium. 7% quality ancestral cry. Another omniphobia, eh? Bye-bye. The union div card. So I've gotten 3 in like 8 maps. This was a gem drop, 6% immolate, not from anything else. Another reward tier, 10% scorching ray. There was only 1 per tier, it looks like. Another one, 16 quality rolling magma. An exalted orb. Okay, so then runic monsters chance to drop gem. And I can't get it with the first placement either. That's sad. Well, so I'm looking for runic monsters. Hitting these chests right here doesn't really give me any of those. I need the runic monster markers. These 3, 1 here. Looks like that's all I get a chance to do. So we'll see if any of those will drop me a gem. 12 quality contagion from the delirium. There's a frost bomb, 9% from runic monster, 13% void sphere from the runic monster, and they didn't drop normal gems either. The rewards are typically quality ones. But when that mod does show up, you can get quite a few gems if it shows up in the right spot for you on the expeditions. But Gemcutter's strong boxes do not want to show themselves still. But that's okay. I know that they drop mostly unquality gems, more likely to get the div card. I think that pretty much covers like every way you can get gems in the game. Embezzler says additional currency items. Tormented Seditionist has map items, portal, and wisdom scrolls. Smuggler, additional unique item. Thief is rings and amulets. Volcultist, vault items. I really think, like, maybe it's not here anymore. I'm pretty sure it was the Tormented Blasphemer then, if it's not the Embezzler. Drops gems. Maybe it's not a thing anymore. I could be wrong. That's what the wiki had to say about it. Yeah, I think that covers everything. I felt it was probably good to go through, as I believe GCPs are going to have a much higher value in the coming league. But I think that is going to do it for this video. Not much left for me to do in the league. I want to make a couple build guides, but probably next time I might just go ahead and go for double corrupting everything. I think that's all I really have motivation left to do in the league. And then we'll start preparing for the next one. But I would like to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, definitely hit the like button, as it really helps the channel out a lot. Subscribe to make sure you don't miss more videos from me. If you'd like to help support my channel, please consider using the super thanks, the heart icons just below the video, or by joining to become a member. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.